Hello, this is Anna again, and today I am going to show you how to configure your Hasselblad Real account. So, once you have created your own Hasselblad Real account, you have to configure the different settings. In order to do so, you must access your settings section. First of all, we have settings panel. Here you can configure absolutely everything. And this is a very important section because your listings will be treated depending on the settings that you have defined for them. So, first of all, you have the markup. We always recommend around 30, 35, even 40, but never lower than 30 unless you are already experimented with the dropshipping business and you already know which items can have a lower markup. But for beginners, we always recommend never lower than 30. Then you have to enable monitor stock, monitor price, and monitor decrease. These three settings are already on when creating an account. You can disable them by clicking here if you wish, but we always recommend to have them on if you want your listings to be monitored. Okay, so monitor stock is the most important one because if you disable monitor stock, then monitor price will be disabled as well. Why is this? Because when you decide to disable monitor stock, that means that you are telling us not to monitor the listing at all. We don't know if the item is in stock or out of stock, therefore we cannot monitor the price. So if you don't have monitor stock enabled, that means that your listing will not be monitored and not be updated by Hasselblad. However, you can disable monitor price if you wish. That means that you only want us to check if the item is available or not, but you want to keep your own price the same all the time. So in that case, you can disable monitor price and we will only take into account if the item is in stock or not. If monitor decrease is enabled, that means that if supplier's price drops down, your eBay price will drop down accordingly. There are some people who don't want their own prices to decrease. So if you don't want your prices to decrease, even if supplier's price do, you have to disable monitor decrease. Your price will increase but never decrease. Then you can decide the percentage you want your price to decrease, the template that you want to use for your listings, whether you want your prices to end in .99 or not. If you enable this setting, the prices for all the items will end in .99. If you disable this, the price will be the exact result from applying the markup to the price in the source. This is the minimum title length. You can edit this as you wish. Title suggestions, you can disable or enable. That means that whenever you list an item, there will be suggested keywords for you. The forbidden words setting will prevent any listing from being submitted if it contains any of the words below. You can enable this if you want the URL to be checked as well for forbidden words. The out of stock action. Okay, so whenever an item is out of stock in supplier, you can either set it as out of stock on your eBay as well. That means you can set the available quantity to 0, or you can increase its price, but whatever you want. In this case, the default is £100. The terminate if out of stock for too long setting automatically terminates listings that have been out of stock for a number of consecutive days. You can edit this as well. EAN, MPN, all these values, you can select them as does not apply if you don't know the value of them when listing an item. This is the quantity that you want when listing an item, so the default number of items for sale when creating a listing. You can even change this when creating an item individually. This is just the default value for all your listings. The minimum quantity means that Hasselblad Reel will maintain this minimum quantity while the item is in stock. Okay, this means that, for example, if you always want to have at least 5 items for sale, then you should enter here 5, and as long as the item is available In supplier, you will always have 5. Then you have to decide whether you will use business policies or not. You can enable your business policies here and then choose them here. If you don't want to use business policies, you will have to choose your return, shipping, and dispatch dates. We will show you later on how to create your business policies directly on eBay. You must know that even if you choose here return, shipping, and payment as default, then you will be able to choose this setting under setting sources as well if you want different policies or different options for your sources. So this is only as a default for all your listings. You have to choose whether you want to be opted in the global shipping program or not. Location, the city, the postcode, your PayPal email address, and that's it. On Save Changes. As I said before, you can then access settings, sources, and here you will be able to set your shipping return policy for your sources individually. As you can see here, you can define an individual markup for Amazon, even if you have your default markup under settings channel. So you can customize your sources individually as you wish. This is not compulsory because you have already set your channel settings, but if you want specific policies or specific markup for any source in particular, you can do it here. Finally, you can set your own pricing rules. This means that you can create a rule that will be applied to all your listings of any source in particular. For example, if you choose that you want for ASOS, for items with minimum price 5 and maximum price 100, you want a 35% markup, then you click on Add Rule, and from now on, every single item that you list from ASOS with price between 5 and 100 pounds will automatically have 35% markup. You can test your rules here to see if the markup is being applied properly. Please note that whenever you set a rule, this rule will be applied to all the listings despite having another markup for the source. So if you want a particular item to ignore the rule, you have to overwrite this rule. You will be able to do this when listing the item individually. Under settings subscription, you will find the different plans we offer, and you can upgrade or downgrade your plan whenever you want. BA profiles. Here you will be able to add your virtual assistant profile, and you can add as many as you want. The only thing you have to do is enter their name, you click on add profile, and now you will be able to see your existing profiles. The admin, this is yourself, and John Black, this would be your virtual assistant. This is the status. And if you want to remove any of your virtual assistant profiles, you only have to click on the red cross. Once again, thank you very much for watching our video, for following us. Hope everything is clear for you all now, and don't hesitate to contact us with every doubt you have. Please make sure that you stay tuned and that you watch our next tutorial video for the onboarding process. Thank you very much and have a nice day.